I wanted to make this video because, in all honesty, I know I do this too. We always say, if it's not documented, it's not physical evidence, it can't be true, right? But the documents, just like his story, history, is based off of somebody's perspective and somebody's, opinion about how they perceived how certain events and certain times happened, right? Yes, they're only telling you one piece of the story of what they went through when there's thousands of stories from different sides of the river that were there in those moments, in those events, in those times that we have yet to hear their sides of the story. Okay? So, for me personally, we all are Christ consciousness. We are all the magicians here. We are all creating our own imaginations. Okay? God lives inside of you. If you don't believe that, fine. Just don't watch my video. Keep scrolling. Do whatever. If you don't want to hear what I have to say, then whatever. But I'm just saying, we all have a right to believe in what we want to believe in, as long as it's not hurting or harming anybody. I mean, if you think of it, we're all divine beings. We are basically of God, having this human experience. So if you choose to believe in something, that will feel real to you. You get what I mean? Because if we're the ones creating the reality and the space around us, that means whatever I believe in, if I believe in it enough, I can manifest that shit because I believe in it. You get what I mean? So if other people choose to believe and follow other narratives instead of thinking and believing for themselves, there's nothing we can do about that, guys. I mean, yes, of course, we could try to awaken them, we could try to talk to them, but not everybody's going to. Not everybody's going to start to think for themselves. Not everybody's going to realize that you are the divine being. You have the divine feminine, masculine, and the source inside of you already. Since you were born, you were never separated from God. It was already in you. But not everybody's going to believe that. Other people have grown up in systems and religions and different belief systems. And yes, some people are like, nah, fuck that. Like me, I grew up in a Christian religion, and nothing against other Christians. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But it didn't work for me, and I left it for my own personal reasons. Other people, they choose to stay in it. It works for them, fine. But for me, it just didn't sit well with me, so I left it. Like I said, we're all good. We're all experiencing our own human experience. We all have belief systems and faith systems, even though, oh, I don't believe in da 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 da. If something doesn't sit right with you, and you know it doesn't sit right with you, and you believe that doesn't sit right with you, then you're believing in something. It's still belief. That's why I keep telling people, whether you're atheist, whether you're spirituality, whether you're religious or not, you're still choosing to believe that that's not right for you. But anyways, I'm just saying, like, trust me, there's a lot of things that I don't agree with either. There's a lot of things that, yes, we can look in the history books. Yes, we can find the corruptions. Yes, we can find all those things. But just because other people are not opening their eyes, not even just their eyes, because things can be proven in different aspects in different ways. Just because it's not documented, just because not everybody is experiencing the same thing, which we're not supposed to, we weren't put on this planet to experience the same thing. We weren't put on this planet to learn the same things. We are the observers to learn and process and take whatever feels right to us. That's just the way it is, guys. I know everybody's going to be like, fuck that shit. Da-da-da-da-da. And that's where the pride and ego comes in. But It's just the way it is. We're all here having our human experience in whatever you choose to believe in. Yes, a lot of people believe in, oh, well, the Bible and Jesus and all these things are metaphorical. I get that because I've read into the metaphorical part of it. Heaven's in your head, hell is at your heel, your chakras, your Christ consciousness, everything. I get it. But I also choose to believe in the magical side of things. I choose to believe there's aliens, there's fairies, there's mermaids, there's other creatures on this planet beside us, because I believe if you're a creator, you can create whatever the fuck you want to. And if we're creating our reality, we can create and believe whatever the fuck we want to. So, just because somebody is not experiencing the same things you are within your creation, your reality, and your mindset, doesn't mean that's not real to somebody else. This is your human experience, that's their human experience. Whatever they choose to manifest, which is what we do, as we believe it, we speak it, we feel it, we can manifest these things within our environments. So if somebody that's a divine being, which is all of us, we're all connected to source, chooses to experience the magical side of things, they will experience that. They will. Just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean they're not experiencing that. That's what they're creating within their reality. Just because you choose to create more of a logical mindset within your reality, that's fine. But that's why I tell people, why are you questioning how other people are experiencing their creation, their manifestations within their reality? It's not your journey. You are having your journey. That's their journey. That's their human experience. Just because it doesn't match up with yours doesn't mean it's wrong. Doesn't make it less real. Like, come on, guys. We're over here fighting. Oh, you're right. Oh, you're wrong. We're magicians of our fucking situations that we are living in. Pardon the language, but yes, we are literally the magicians. We use our imagination. We create things within our environments that we are. Yes, there is universal law. I'm not saying there isn't. There's karma, there's universal law, there's lessons in there too to be learned, because each one of us, before we were born, we were already assigned a path. So that's why I tell people, it's like, why are you guys so busy fighting amongst each other? I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't agree with everything that's going on either, especially if it's hurting or harming people. That I draw out the line at. As you want to believe in whatever you want to believe in, fine. But as long as you're not killing, hurting, or essaying, or doing fucked up things to people. As long as it's not hurting anybody, I don't care what you believe in. You want to believe in aliens? Cool. You want to believe that we're made from apes and DNA and scientific, mathematical programs? Fine. You want to believe in the ancestors? You want to believe in your religions? Go ahead. But that's what they are creating in choosing to believe in within their reality, within their imaginations, within their consciousness, and their personal experience and their human experience on this planet. We can try to tell people, hey, you know, some of these things were programmed within the matrix and it's deception. We can try to, but there's nothing you can do about it. If people choose to believe in the deceptions and the lies within the matrix system, there's nothing we can do about it, guys. We can try to tell people, hey, we live in a matrix illusion. God is inside of you and all around you. You know, you're the one that can manifest and create your reality. We can try all we can. We can scream and yell until our faces are blue. But that doesn't mean people are going to listen to you. People are not even going to listen to me or my videos. But I'm putting it out there because I'm doing this not just for people to see, but for me. From my perspective, from my mindset, knowing that, hey, it's okay. People are going to believe in what they want to believe in. If they choose to follow crowds, if they choose to believe in the lies and the deceptions of other people, there's nothing we can do about it, guys. There isn't. We can try to help as many people as we can. We can try to wake them up. We can try to see our sides of the story, but it's just the way it is. It is. And it doesn't help that the matrix programming all those things. You basically are having to unlearn things. Ever since I went from Christianity and then from school and learning all those things about history, and then growing up in the systems that I grew up in as a kid, I had to unteach myself so many things. And now I'm having to relearn by myself of what feels true and real to me. Sometimes from other people, because I love hearing other people's perspectives. But it's just like, yo, you gotta kind of have some kind of, I'm not saying pity, but understanding that we've been living in one big fat fucking lie for the longest time, by the government systems, by some of the religious systems. No offense, if you believe in religion, whatever, that's cool to you. But some of them, I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of things have been altered and twisted around. But that's just my opinion. You don't have to agree with it. I'm not telling anybody to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. You can say whatever you want. I don't care. But this is just my opinion. This is just my perspective. Why? Why am I making this video? Because I fucking can. That's why. This is my human experience. This is my perception on things. And this is my opinion. So, I'm just saying, y'all, like, we fight over things that are so irrelevant sometimes. It's just like, and then we don't realize we're creating all that hatred and that negative energy within our environment because the way we're acting. Like every single time you cuss somebody out or you say something mean or nasty about other people, it literally affects the environment and everything around you. And then you want to sit there and be like, why are people so mean to me? It's because you're projecting that type of energy out into the world, so it's projecting right back to you. That's the way it works. That's the way energy works. You project out love and this and that, it'll come back to you. But of course, matrix programming, there are some little implants here and there that will try to kick you off your game and try to make you angry. Will try to trigger you. Will try to feed off your energy. It happens. But that's why we are the observers. We're observing. This is an experience. You don't always have to absorb shit. You get to choose the things that you want to believe in and don't want to believe in. You get to choose what type of energies and emotions and feelings you want to accept and you don't want to accept. You guys got to realize you got more power than you think. Just because your mom, your husband, your wife pissed you off doesn't mean you have to react to it. You can choose to just smile and walk away. You don't have to react to it. Just because the person down the street started cussing and yelling at you doesn't mean you have to go and cuss and yell at them. You could just simply keep walking. Because you have that right. You have that choice. And you can defend yourself. Of course you can defend yourself. You can be like, no. You ain't going to disrespect me like that. But just remember, anything you put out in the universe comes right back to you. That's just the way it works. So, observe before you react. And before you absorb. Anyways, have a wonderful and amazing day, guys. Bye.